Hello world, my name is Jamel. This is Just Bless. We are Mellow Soul. We are downtown Knoxville, Tennessee at Promotion Studio, the one and only. We're gonna do a few songs for you. We're gonna do a little bit of Miguel, a little Stevie Wonder, a little Tina Turner, a little Usher, Chris Stapleton. We got the whole bag. But before we begin, we got on bass my man Frank. That feels so good. We got on the drums my guy Mr. Khalif. Ooh. And then on the keys, the one and only, I call him French Vanilla. We got Sam on the keys. Woo! And I don't know if y'all aware, but I'm a big superhero fan. And to my hard left, ooh, I got the one and only superhero, Mr. Thor on the guitar. And he just happened to have his hammer with him. Oh, my goodness. Woo! Oh. Come on, man, give me something. Hey! Feels so good. Oh, that's what we doing. Hey! Woo! Hey, come on. What y'all know about supermodel? Fresh out of Elle magazine. Buy her own bottle. Like pimp juice, I give you mine. Better than a mother. I need a bad girl. If you're a bad girl, come on, tip players when you see me. Act like you know me. I keep a dollar worth a dime. But you know pimping ain't easy. But all my pimps in the club, who knows how to cut a rug? I need a bad girl. Come on, say what?
Get at 'em, bad girl.
Ooh, work me, baby. Come here with me tonight. I'm willing to be bad.
You're a bad girl.
Come on, hey.
Get at 'em, bad girl.
One sexy lady coming on with me tonight. I'm ready to be bad.
You're a bad girl. Get at 'em, bad girl.
Hey,
All right.
what y'all know about a supermodel? Fresh out of Elle magazine. Buy her own bottle. The pimp juice, I give you mine. Better than a mother. I need a
Bad girl.
what?
Get at 'em, bad girl.
Hey. Come on, hey! Woo. So baby, need to live. I can't wait to taste your skin. Oh baby, so now, and these eyes. Can't wait to see your grin. if that affected. No, baby, you just gotta let my love, let my love, let my love adore you. Sweet baby, no, 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 you gotta know that I adore you. Yeah, baby, so you just gotta let my love, let my love, let my love adore you. Yeah, baby, no, 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 you gotta know that I adore you. Yeah, lady, woo! Uh-oh, I got a feeling we got a little bit of Beyonce on the tour tonight. Beyonce, I'm sorry, but you ain't got nothing on my girl Jess. Woo! Hey. Hello, world. My name is Jamel. This is Just Bless.
Ring it once for no and twice. Twice.
Well, it's still doing it.
Wait, I think we got it.
No.
Did we get it?
No.
I think
This
we're
is
good.
coming out on our.
Well, it's 15 seconds lagged. We're good. We're good. We're live.
No, it's not good.
It's good.
No, it's not.
Well, it's 15 seconds lagged. We're good. We're good. We're live.
No, it's not good.
It's good. It's good. We're good. We're good. We rocking? Are we good? We
Okay.
good? Hey, we look. Oh, everyone, thumbs
Live
up.
from Market Square, you gotta love live streaming. Shout out to our interns back there. They're running the boards. We're putting them through the ringer tonight. They gotta learn the ropes, and the best way, trial by fire. That's how we do. Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Yeah,
that's our 3 words of promotion. But we have a great show for you tonight. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for tuning in. We've got Kurt Willis here talking about the Knoxville film. Everything. Knoxville's a big film town, if you didn't know. We've had quite a few people on to talk about it, and Kurt's another illustrious member of that group here in town. We also have music from Blake Robinson. So we want to get the show started.
Also, I don't know if anyone heard anything I said
Oh, yeah,
previously.
yeah.
So we have a lot of great entertainment coming on in town this weekend. That's all over the map. Also, we do have Tafoya coming into town from Chicago. He will be coming down from Chicago. Shout out to Michael Tafoya.
Rogers Place on Friday.
Yes, Rogers
Check
Place
them out
on
with
Friday.
We Lie Cold at Rogers Place this Friday, and then they'll be up at Two Doors Down in Maryville with Dirty Doug and Johnny on Saturday. And Michael is one of the, he's has a legacy career.
Legendary, dude.
His band, the Bees, were one of the only bands to ever play on Dick Clark's American Bandstand.
Yeah.
Unsigned band, one of the only unsigned bands to do that. So he's been hustling in the rock
and
scene.
the Boys. He was part of the Boys.
And the Boys
Yeah.
from Illinois. So he's had quite a career, and you got to come out and check out why he's been able to stick
it
it out
around.
in like 50 years in the music scene, man. It's hard to make a go of that, especially in Chicago. So
Definitely.
going to be a good time this weekend. But tonight, kick it off with some music from Blake Robinson.
Blake.
Blake, whenever you're ready, take it away.
I'm Blake Robinson. If you figure out what you're looking for, it's not my love, it's not yours anymore. Ain't hanging on the line, ain't living in the past. You were my first love, you sure won't be the last. You don't know what you want, you don't know what you need. But judging from your actions, you wanna see me bleed. You're stepping on my heart, messing with my head. As far as I can tell, baby, you wanna see me dead. The best intentions, I tried to be a friend. Once I brought you sorrow, I offered you an end. But you didn't want to let go, you couldn't say goodbye. But once you had my heart, babe, you left me here to die. You don't know what you want, you don't know what you need. Judging from your actions, you wanna see me bleed. You stepping on my heart, messing with my head. As far as I can tell, baby, you wanna see me dead. You don't know what you want, you don't know what you need. Judging from your actions, you wanna see me bleed. You're stepping on my heart and messing with my head. As far as I can tell, babe, you wanna see me dead. Oh, I'm playing originals tonight, by the way, which I usually don't do. So these are all songs I've written. So
We're glad to have you here tonight, Mr. Blake Robinson. And we'll be hearing some more music from Blake in just a little bit, as well as an interview. Right now, we are joined by Mr. Kurt Willis. What's going on, Kurt?
Hi, not much, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a cool space.
Thanks
I love
for coming by.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming by.
of course.
Being on, you never know what happens on a live stream. You never know. You never know.
Keeps you
know?
guys hopping, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. You never know what's going to get thrown at you or fall, or you never know.
Yeah, I
what's
see
gonna
that. You
happen.
guys
I
are
almost-
rolling, you're
yeah.
rolling with the punch as well, though.
Definitely.
Appreciate it.
Got to
Thank
figure
you.
out how to do it. So
Yeah.
now tell us about you. You've been here
Yeah.
in Knoxville. You're with the Knoxville. What's your title?
The Visit
exactly?
Knoxville. I'm the film office director at Visit Knoxville. So, it started in 2014. Before that, there was about a 7-year gap. The film office used to be with the city a long time ago. 7 years, there was nothing. And when Visit Knoxville started, Kim Bumpus, the president there, thought that the film office that would be a great place for the film office. And she's a brilliant woman and a great leader, and she was exactly right. So I was fortunate enough to land that job, and it's been my dream job. I was a filmmaker and actor before, and I've always wanted to grow the industry here because there's a ton of production here. Feature films was not a part of that. I mean, once in a while there would be one sprinkled in, but it wasn't a major component of the production that's here. There's a lot of, Jupiter Entertainment, crime reenactment, Discovery, with lifestyle television, a lot of great groups in town, a lot of heavy hitters in town. But
Definitely,
but
I
the
agree.
component that was missing was the narrative project. So I was eager to help with that.
Nice. So you just had a film come in town, right? That you were part of or you put together?
Yeah, well, we've had the biggest year ever in the history of Knoxville as far as feature films. We've had since January. We had one wrap up in January that started in December, and then we had 5 others after that. So we've had 6 films come through and wrap since January, and yeah, it's been the busiest year. It's been crazy. So it's been great. It's the first time we've had 2 nice sized feature films on top of each other that both wrapped in the middle of last month. So that's one of those is the one that you're referring to, called Homestead.
Gotcha.
So working with the Visit Knoxville, so when filmmakers are looking for a place to shoot, do you solicit to Knoxville as a potential location? Is that part of your responsibility? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. It works in a lot of different ways. I've got a publicist in Los Angeles that keeps her ear to the ground for projects that might be right for our area. I work very closely with the state film commissioner, Bob Raines, who's an amazing film commissioner. He's done great things for the state, for things that might be sniffing around in Tennessee. And then folks that have shot here before, I look at what's coming down the pike for them next. Because we've had a lot of repeat business because some of the projects, the feature films that have shot here before, loved it. And came back, and they're going to continue to come back. So yeah, it happens in a lot of different ways. But what I'll do is find the projects. I'll get the producers in town. Well, they'll send me a script or a location breakdown, and then I'll find the locations that I think can fit their script. Get them in town, do a location scout, and then put packages together with incentives. And then I help them find crew, help them find great rates with hotels. We are great partners in the hoteliers, and. Yeah, so then we usually end up getting the projects over surrounding states or surrounding cities. So
That's really cool.
One of the things that I've heard from a lot of independent filmmakers is that Tennessee is a great place to film because you have such a range of regions and looks just across the state. Like within a 3-hour drive, you've got a different look. Over here, very strongly Appalachian, wooded, mountains. You drive 3 hours, you can get more of the plains look.
right.
And you don't get that in a lot of states. You don't get a lot of that kind of shot variety besides California.
Yeah. Well, one thing Knoxville has going for it actually, and it's played a lot of different places on the screen. When Burt Reynolds was here and they shot that film, it played for LA, it played for New York, it played for Nashville, and it played for Knoxville. So we can look like a big city. We've got a smaller town look. We've got lakes and rivers and forests. So we don't have an ocean and we don't have a desert, and that's about it. So.
Right.
But the name of the game really is incentives. For project independent films, we do have great incentives. The state does a 25% rebate on the Tennessee spend for projects, and then, like I said, we can throw on some percentage points on top of that to make Knoxville very attractive.
And is that like a fairly recent incentive?
I've been going on since about 2016. So
Okay,
we're going on for a little while,
really
yeah.
like the past 5-6 years.
Yeah,
That's-
we've had, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of traffic as far as feature films back then, but we've had since 2016, we've probably had 15 films come through, 15, 16 films.
Those incentives are highly important. I think that's why you saw so much production and stuff move to Georgia there for a while.
Absolutely. Yeah, Georgia's the behemoth. They're the big monster in the area. They have a tax credit situation, which we're actually about to get in Tennessee.
That's what I was just about to ask you about.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's already passed into law. They're still trying to work out some kinks and how the application process is going to work, but it's going to be 40%, I believe, of your F&E and sales tax. So it's going to be for bigger companies that already have a big tax liability in the state, like Sony's or Apple's or Amazon's. But it's going to attract and let Tennessee be able to attract some bigger TV series and some bigger films starting as early as the first of the year.
Man,
So,
that's fantastic news for
yeah,
this
it's great
area.
news, and those projects will trickle this way. So yeah,
Definitely.
it's great news for the state.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's there's going to be sounds like a lot more things coming this direction.
Yeah, it's going to get busy. It's going to be a game changer.
So what kind of projects are your favorite? I mean, you've been an actor before.
Yeah.
And now you're working. Do you still do acting occasionally as well?
Yeah, I do some acting. I'm represented out of Atlanta with Houghton Talent. Done all kinds of different things. I played a guy named Gator in a show called Burn Notice. Back in the day, I was just on The Outsider.
USA.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on The Outsider.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting show. I just missed getting directed by Jason Bateman by one episode.
Oh, cool.
Because he directed the first one and I was in the second one.
Yeah, that's some dark stuff there.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen King, he goes there.
And I saw one on your film cred, and just because I lived like a mile from it, the Little Ponderosa Zoo.
The Little Ponderosa Zoo is one that I actually wrote and directed with a good friend of mine, Luke Dye. So we were doing, this was just before I became the film office director. We were doing some kids films for a group called Engine 15 in Los Angeles. And that was the second film that we did. But yeah, we got to film at the zoo and had full access. And that movie got on HBO and Cinemax and Starz and Encore, everywhere that you could see a film. So we were really happy with that.
That's
but yeah,
awesome.
shortly after that is when I started working at the film office.
So do you work in like the distribution and everything for something like that? When obviously like you were produced and directed it.
Yeah.
And you wrote it as well?
I wrote it, yeah. Co-directed it, co-wrote it, produced it. The Engine 15 in LA handled the distribution end of things. But yeah,
That's great that they could get something about in a local zoo.
We were blessed to get that location. It was great. So yeah, I love that spot. So, yeah,
Fantastic.
we were lucky. If you get a zoo anywhere else in the country, it's going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we were working on a pretty small budget, so we were fortunate. It made the film look and feel bigger. So yeah.
Awesome. So for anybody around here that's like a filmmaker that's maybe not sure how to get their film financed or get backing
Yeah.
or interest or something like that, maybe they've already got it shot. Maybe they're looking for somebody to help them shoot it. Does Visit Knoxville help set up things like that?
Not as far as funding. That's the trick, right? Is to find funding for your project. There's a lot of different ways to do that as well. I mean, some people just they'll
You see
write.
the Kickstarters and crowdfunding.
Yeah, they'll do
and everything like that.
Kickstarters and crowdfunding, and they'll also maybe shoot a short concept piece for the
Yeah.
film and start getting it out there that way, because that way you can at least prove that you are a good filmmaker and it looks great, and someone's more likely to give you a budget instead of.
You see that quite a bit. I can't remember the guy. He made the Annabelle movies. Or
Yeah.
He made one of the Annabelle movies, but he made Lights Out.
Okay,
And
yeah.
that he made a very short horror, like a 2-minute horror thing.
Right.
And then he got the funding to make the actual film of it. And then he actually just filmed the Shazam movie. He was the one who directed the
Yeah.
most recent Shazam.
Yeah, it happens fast. I
I
mean,
mean, that's kind of like the same concept with Silk Cozart and Jim Johnson.
Yeah.
Like Jim Johnson is a host of these shows with us.
Yeah, I
He
love
has
those
been
guys. They're great.
For a long time. Usually it's him and I or him and Jim sitting here with everybody else, but Jim's been so busy with that
Yeah.
going on with Inherit the Land.
Yeah.
And seeing them raise the money for all that, I was like, dang, dude, like that's impressive that you can really raise that kind of capital to pull something off like that.
yeah, they're great
know.
guys. They're talented guys. So
Definitely.
I haven't seen that film yet, but I look forward to catching it soon.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
And so obviously Visit Knoxville is very involved with the local film festivals that go on as well. The success of the downtown or the Knoxville Film Festival, like at Downtown West, and
Yeah.
even the Knoxville Horror Film Festival.
Right.
And then you've got a Central Cinema that's really catering towards avant-garde and things
Yeah.
like that as well. Do you see Knoxville growing as more of a cinema? It's always been kind of a cinema town,
Yeah.
but you think it's going to be more of for cinephiles?
Absolutely, yeah. I love Central Cinema. I love that they're there. It's a gift to Knoxville. I love the films that they show, and then that space is so cool. But yeah, there's a huge talent pool here of filmmakers, and Keith McDaniel has done.
He was here. He was on the
Yeah,
show.
he's amazing. He's done the Knoxville Film Festival for years and years and years, and it's a great festival, and it's a great place for for people that you know, maybe are just getting started or have been doing it for a while. There's a lot of talent there. They can showcase their films and their talents on the big screen, you know, at a regular movie theater. So it's
I feel like shooting a movie is pretty intense. We haven't verged, you know, gotten that.
We're not there yet, but
that's like a whole other ballgame. But I say
Yeah.
it's pretty intense to be able to pull everything off in a time frame and
under budget. I mean, with the budget, like you got to work at that budget.
There's
Otherwise,
so many moving parts. It's a miracle that any film ever gets finished.
Right.
But they do, and it's amazing too. Nothing's better. That's the best feeling in the world. Is completing a film and getting it out there to the world.
so what projects do you have upcoming, either with Visit Knoxville or just personal projects?
Yeah, with Visit Knoxville, we're always working. We've got two that I've been working with for a while. Two real. I can't go into too much detail about them, but they're two really nice projects. I think that will get a ton of attention. That'll be coming at some point next year. Two of them, and I'm very excited about them. There's still obviously some work to be done, and some pieces of the puzzle to come together for the productions. But they look very promising, and like I said, they'll get a lot of attention. For me, I'm always working. I've got a couple of scripts that I've written that are with a producer in LA that I like very much, and he's working to try to get those off the ground. And also working with some local folks on some smaller projects, like the ones that I did with Engine 15 around those budgets, except different genres, of course. They're not kids' films anymore. They're a little more intense.
Awesome. Any ambitions to create like online, like multimedia kind of stuff, or just want to stick to kind of films and TV?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'd be lost in that world. I think I'm probably going to stick to
what you know,
film
right?
world.
Yeah,
exactly. It's taken me long enough to figure that out. So.
Right on.
Right.
Well, where can people get in touch with you? Reach out, anything like that?
You can find my email is cwillis@knoxville.org. It's very easy. If you have any questions about the film office or the film world in Knoxville, I'll be more than happy to
enlighten you.
if I can.
You might get some people to bend your ear for sure.
That's fine.
All right.
That'll work.
Kurt, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey guys, thanks very much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on and seeing our space too, and
You got it. I love
and
it.
being part of it. You know, so I guess shout out to Scott West for tying us together. I think that's right.
Absolutely,
Scott
yeah,
West.
that's right.
Scott West, yeah, I saw him
Yep.
down on the square, and I was like, Scott was like, you got to meet this
The
guy.
great connector,
You got to
man.
meet this guy.
The great
This
That
guy,
he is.
You need to meet this guy. I was like, okay, you know, to go shake his hand, and then I've just been bugging him, been hounding him to come on here. So yeah,
Well, I'm glad we finally worked it out. So.
yeah. Thanks for being flexible.
Absolutely.
So cool. So
Get back to some music.
yeah, back to Blake.
All right, Blake, whenever you're ready, let's hear another song.
All right, I'm playing songs that I wrote tonight, which I haven't done since pre-COVID, you know, and so this is going to be a little bit of a downer, I think, but it's one of my favorite songs that I've written. So I felt I wanted to play this one because I hadn't played it in a while. This song's about loving someone who suffers from addiction. Every time I turn around, another deal is going down. She's at it again with her sad little friend. I wish that I could find a way to help her stop and make her stay happy and free, right here with me again. She finds a cause and makes a score. In comes the pain, like a moth to the flame. She spins and tumbles, cries and screams, knows all our plans and screams, runs out the door like 1,000 times before again. I don't know what I should do, just let her go tearing to. With my mind up, try to be a friend. If I could, I'd save her soul, but that's all out of my I just watch her slip away again. Fought the beast, we cut him down, dipped away without a sound. In comes the pain, like a moth to the flame. He bumps and plows and final flight, and waits until the time is right to whisper her name. I take the blame again. Should do, just let her go or tear in two. Lose my mind, I try to be a friend. If I could, I'd save her soul. That all out of my control. So I just watch her slip away again. Yes, I just watch her slip away again.
Blake Robinson. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll run the promotion commercial.
Yeah,
You
run the
guys
promotion commercial.
Pull that up. We'll be
And then
right back.
after the promotion commercial, run the open court Halloween night, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll be right back with an interview with Blake Robinson right after this.
Boom.
And we are back live from Market Square. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Remember to share this with your friends. Let people know what we do here. We have a lot of fun with these shows. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? We do these Wednesday nights, 7 to 8, and Fridays, noon to 1 or noonish.
Noonish,
Sometime.
give or take. Depends on if we've had coffee or not.
Yeah, depends on how awake we are.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I drank coffee for the first time in a while today, and I'm pretty much caffeined.
Pretty much caffeine.
Yeah.
You're not as spun as you
I don't
usually
drink.
are.
I don't know. It's pretty spun up early. I was like, whoa, here we go. Let's go drink coffee. So.
Well, we're having a great show. We've had some great music from Blake, and thanks to Kurt Willis for stopping by and visit Knoxville.
Cool guy.
Man, it's so great that we're seeing the film industry grow around here in some regard.
And we're kind of in it, kind of too. It's kind of weird.
It's nice to see that to be a part of anything creative in this town is very rewarding. So
Yeah, definitely.
thanks for coming along for the ride. Right now we've got somebody who's along for the ride. Came in at the last minute for us, came through in the clutch. Mr. Blake Robinson, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, so I called Blake last night after this band canceled on me. I said, Blake, what do you think about coming on and being on a live stream? He's like, do I have to? I was like, I would like for you to. And he was like, do we have to do it?
Was that a direct quote?
yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and, I eventually convinced you.
So we're glad to have you, man.
Yeah, so thanks for being a lifesaver.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's cool. I like being here. It's good, yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
You've never been down here. This is the first time we actually
Right, yeah.
cordially have finally
Gave us an
met.
excuse to meet you in person.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Which I was glad to see you.
Okay, me
Yeah,
specifically,
finally.
not him.
Yeah, I don't matter. Screw that guy.
So you've been, we were speaking before the show, you're from the Gatlinburg area and singer-songwriter. How long have you been performing in this area?
I performed in Pigeon Forge for 20 years before COVID hit. So 2020, that summer, it was going to be my 21st year playing in Pigeon Forge, but then everything got turned around, you know. So it's I'm playing different places all the time instead of just because I played at one place, a restaurant up there. You know,
Which one?
For 20 years, Huck Finn's.
Huck Finn's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you're like an acoustic artist there, or
Yeah, that's what.
Was that part of the
actually,
show?
I started out without even no sound or anything. You know, just me and the guitar. Well, started out with a friend of mine. He played guitar. I played mandolin actually, back in 2000, I guess, or 99 maybe, and eventually then he dropped out and I just kept going by myself. So I would walk around the restaurant in different parts of the restaurant. You know. Yeah.
So you're
and
like
play three
serenading
songs or something, you know, and then move away, give people enough time to where if they want to hear it, they get enough. But then the people that don't want to hear it, it's not too bad. It's just 3 songs, you know, and then I would move along. And anyway, so I finally plugged in, you know, and it was like Bob Dylan all over again.
But then you're tied down.
It changed
too.
my life.
Well, that's very cool. So now performing, like you're saying, playing original songs for us tonight. Do you have any original stuff recorded?
Yes, I do. Best way to find it is through my Facebook.
Yeah.
I have a Blake Robinson music page, and you can even go to Google, you know, and put in Blake Robinson music, Facebook, or whatever, and it'll come up anyway.
Right on.
Pretty simple. But there are some songs that I recorded there. There's a few videos that were professionally made, and
yeah. So you were doing stuff with the Sound Biscuit with
Sound Biscuit.
What's his name again?
Dave Maggard.
Yeah, Dave. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, it was a good collaboration. We, you know, kind of collaborated on it, and yeah, it was good.
I noticed that he works with a lot of the people up there. I mean, his studio up there is pretty large, from what I've been told. I've interviewed.
Is that the one we went to?
No, I interviewed him when I was on Mountain Fun Live with Jim Johnson.
Yeah.
And like it's called the Sound Biscuit. It's a pretty neat place. I've known quite a few bands. I've worked there with him before, you know, and I know he's pretty tied in the market up there too. And then of course all the venues up there and everything up there is like it's super entertainment driven. Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg is.
Yeah, I mean that place just
It's
it thrives
entertainment.
on it thrives on the entertainment dollar.
For sure.
Have y'all? I think there's some. Is it dancing chickens? Do you know about this?
Dancing
Or
chickens.
singing chickens, maybe. I don't know. It's
Chicken
like
checkers.
Up there?
Yes, and I mean it's pretty
this a new
popular. It gets a lot of discussion on Facebook. I think.
Is this a new thing?
No,
chicken
yeah,
dances?
somewhat. Yeah, I think so. Like maybe a year or
They
two
like dress
old.
chickens up.
And I can't remember if they sing or if they dance or both or what. But the whole show's chickens, I think.
They're gonna put
That's what I
everyone,
understood.
all the musicians out of work up there using chickens, free labor.
Well, that's what I when I saw it. Oh, that's what it was. I sent it to my girlfriend at the time and said, "This is my competition,"
Right.
you know, because at the same time I was trying to get jobs. It was right after COVID, and I found that, and I just thought, man, that's great.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
competing with the chickens, you know.
Is this Frizzle Chicken?
Maybe, yeah, that
Frizzle
maybe.
Chicken Farmhouse? They got like animatronic chickens?
Oh, even better.
I think that might be like the Showbiz Pizza, but they got like the chicken band.
Really? That's what. Okay.
Even
I think
better.
that
makes
that's
a lot more
I
sense.
did a quick Google and that's what came up. So
Oh Lord.
If anybody's been
Yeah,
to the
that's
Frizzle.
probably it.
So what other places have you been playing up there? I mean, like, yeah, I was reading about you before we started working at it, and you've played over 4,000 shows in that area.
Yeah.
You know, and of course you played at that one location a lot, and then you've probably played at a bunch of other places.
Well, I played at Huck Finn's during the season. It would be 7 nights a week
Wow.
for like, from the end of June until mid-August, and then a few days off here and there, and then it would be back September, October, until almost Thanksgiving before I had another day off, and then because it's seasonal, of
Yeah.
course, Pigeon Forge is seasonal, so you have to hit it while it's hot, So then during, January, I would be playing 2 nights a week, But as far as since then, I've been playing a lot of different areas, I guess, I played over in Bryson City. I had a pretty good gig there during the summer. That was a regular thing, But at Unplugged Pub. I don't know if y'all. This is the place they used to have bras that were hung from the ceiling.
I've
in
heard
Bryson
about
City?
it, but I've never been there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's been around. It's been different things,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's what everybody
Yeah.
knows it for.
I've seen pictures of it.
what
and
is it?
stuff.
What do they have hanging?
Bras.
Bras.
They had bras like stapled to the ceiling, like
gotcha.
hanging
Yeah,
from the rafters.
like
yeah.
girls would donate
Yeah.
them, and
They'd hang them up.
I mean, there's a couple places, but I remember hearing about a place in Bryson City.
yeah.
Well,
They got a
cool.
great sound system, and it's a great stage. And
yeah.
it's more people should know about it, But it's Bryson City's kind of
Places we got a lot of
It's
tucked away
isolated.
hidden gems in Tennessee for sure.
Yeah.
So your sound, like having played cover music for 20 years and being a songwriter, how do you separate when you're writing a song? How do you separate all the songs that you play and hone in on your sound?
I don't remember. I haven't been writing in a couple of years,
Well, the songs that we heard.
But right. Yeah, it's always just been. What I listened to growing up and that kind of thing was, of course, what everybody else listened to in the '80s. But besides that, I would listen to a lot of bluegrass and traditional country, a lot of Hank Williams and things like that. And that was really what, if I was writing a song, it was kind of in that mind frame, but then it would just become whatever. I mean, these songs are all related to stuff I've been through,
Right, what you know,
experienced.
right, what you know.
And that's what, right now it's waiting for a little bit later. I got a lot to say.
Right?
At some point, man.
Hanging on to some stories right now.
Yeah.
Now, are you more of a writer that tells a story in a song, or do you take a story and turn it into a song? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I would be the first. I think I try to be a storyteller.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I shoot for, I guess. Because otherwise, it's a little too obvious, I think.
The song before the break gave me a real Cat Stevens, Yusuf Islam vibe. Are you is he an inspiration at all?
Hey, at one point, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point, this was a long time
Stevens.
ago, but probably 15 years ago, I think I went through like and I still have recordings from the time where I was kind of trying to do Cat Stevens in a way. I liked what he did, and I was trying to copy it in my own way and make it my own. And
Right.
And now listen to it, it's just, it's terrible. I hate it. But yeah, I mean, that said, if something's left from that, then good.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to get something from him. And
I could hear a bit of that influence at least,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a compliment. Right
So I
there.
gotta know, you've played a lot of shows. What is by far the worst show you have
Don't
ever
put a place
played?
on blast like that.
No, I'm not saying a place, but what was the worst
You
experience?
got a story. Yeah.
What was the worst experience that you went through?
I'll
Don't
answer,
don't say the
answer,
name.
I'll
Don't
answer
say the
with
name.
no. Yeah. Well,
Don't say the name.
I'll answer that in a different way than what you're asking. But
There you go.
Go ahead.
one of the craziest nights, one of that was just a shit show, if you will.
The reason why you live to be a musician.
Huh?
The reason why you live to be a musician.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Deal with all the craziness.
But this was 20 years ago, probably. Me and my friend, my partner at the time we played together. We played a bar, and it's coldest beer in the USA. That's what everybody knows it from. Up Asheville Highway. You go Asheville Highway and then take a left towards Andrew Johnson Highway, toward Jefferson City. There's a place right there on the right. I think it still says that they have a big sign, coldest beer in the USA, and it's been so many different things. So I'm not naming names because it was 5 businesses ago, you know.
All right.
But so anyway, yeah. So that night we're playing, and oh my gosh, I could tell a long story. I'm not going to tell a long story. I just remember looking up, and we're playing, I don't know, Steve Miller Band, I think, or something like that. And these people, there's the stereotypical, what you see in the movies, hillbilly. They call it Red, of course, because he had red hair. So obviously his name's Red, and he had a big red beard and overalls, and he was missing most of his teeth in the front. But he could do a train whistle. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course he could.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, what's that guy's name? Boxcar Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could do that really well. But then there's this girl that wanted to be a stripper. And then there was a guy there was a drum set like here that was just sitting there. So there's a guy that crawled back on the drums, and we're playing this song, and there's a guy that behind us thinks he can play a drum, but he can't. He can't. He's drunker than hell, you know, and just he's off tempo. And I'm thinking, what are we going to do about this guy? And then all of a sudden, Red appears in
You
front
hear
of me
the
going,
train whistle.
"Woo! And then the girl's dancing, you know. She's shaking it all, you know, and it was just the best, man. That wasn't a bad experience. It was the best. I looked at my buddy. We just started giggling. We laughed all the way through the song. It was just awesome, actually. But it was the most disastrous, I guess, the experience of it. It was, man.
Oh, that rural
stuff.
Tennessee entertainment, man.
Whew.
You can find some entertainment in the suburbs around here for sure.
Definitely.
Those
So
were the good
where
days.
can people find you and all your music and you? I mean, like, if they want to get in touch with Blake Robinson, where do they need to go?
Well, Facebook is
Facebook's
the best
the main place?
YouTube would be the second thing.
Okay.
Might be harder to zero in, but not really. You know,
Right.
Blake Robinson Gatlinburg, I guess it would come up. But and then or you could talk to James Gilly.
Or you can talk to James Gilly Promotion.
Yeah.
You could
There
do
you
that.
go.
Could do that too.
That's the right
do that.
idea.
That works too.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
So your information is my information.
Oh, perfect. So we're connected.
He's like,
And if I don't
give
pick
me
up,
an
you're answering
excuse
the
not
phone.
to pick. Yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah, if I don't pick
Now,
up, he's answering the phone now.
I'm gonna have to
You
get
know?
a new phone line just so I'm gonna have 2 phones. I'm gonna be that guy with 2 phones.
Yeah, we should probably move to that direction.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well,
definitely.
Blake, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah,
We're gonna hear
thank
some more
you.
music from Blake here in just a minute. I guess let's run.
Go to the promotional commercial again. We'll come back and it'll be you and I.
Yeah.
The song. Oh, camera over here.
Bring it over here.
Camera over here.
Bring
We
it.
see you.
There we go. All right. I like where you're thinking, but not quite yet.
You know what's great is we got the interns back there, man. It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's like this is for these guys.
Trial by fire.
It was so funny. One of them was like, man, that was really stressful. I was just like, yeah. I was like, I feel sorry for Nate. I was like, Nate's been doing it for years now.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
You know, it's good putting the young guys through the ringer. That's the only way they're going to learn is just to do it.
And this is a stressful business, and the only real way you can go over theory and practical and talk about stuff in a classroom all you want, but the best way to learn is to just get out there and do. And that's what we offer the opportunity for them to do.
Nate, you have created a monster weird thing going on in here. You got a spaceship. You got a spaceship in there that you've created. Now
He's got the motherboard.
Now you're training people on how to do it.
Blowing kisses.
It's fun. It's really cool seeing you know we have college kids coming in to learn, and also we've had high school students in here too.
Yeah, I mean it's great to provide something like that, and we love having them here. They've been a great asset.
Definitely,
it's great, man.
It's fun.
But don't forget, tune in Friday. We're gonna do a live stream Friday.
Yeah, we gotta do it before Anthony Wayne's session gets here. So
all right, we get a live
early.
session with Anthony Wayne this Friday, and then but we got a live stream. We should have Anthony on the live stream.
We can put him on the live stream.
If he's here in time, we'll just talk to Anthony on the live stream. Tune in around noon, or tune in next Wednesday, 7 p.m. We'll be right back here with another Live for Market Square. Please share this with your friends. Let them know what we do down here. Let them know about promotion and all the cool things we got going on.
And also, if you guys have friends that you would like to have on the show, if you like to see a business on here to get some business vibes, or if you want to get an actor or comedian or anybody, I mean, we're down to interview them. They're welcome to come here and check it out. Local influencers, regional influencers, national influencers.
Somebody
whatever.
with an interesting story, man. We just want to hear some cool stories, talk to some cool people, and have some fun.
Yeah, and we should have asked Kurt. I should have been like, what was the worst thing that's happened on set? Or something like that.
Oh, you can never tell what could happen on a film set.
No telling. There's no telling,
All right.
That's going to be my new thing is ask, what's the worst experience you've been through?
Why? That's the worst question ever, man.
Maybe we should do magic.
You're going to see somebody go crestfallen just like.
We should have Danny Whitson come in here and do magic, and then like ask the next person a really weird question and be like, this is a comedy with a crazy question.
You do that, James.
I think it's perfect. I mean, I can't do magic. I don't think you can do magic.
Actually, I can do magic, man.
Oh, there we go.
I tried to do a little bit of sleight of hand when I was younger. I went to Eddie's trick shop and bought some little pocket magic things. Yeah, I tried my hand. I can't do much of it anymore, but I'll certainly give it the old college try.
Right.
As a reminder,
before we get out of here, I gotta say, remember this weekend we do have Tafoya coming in from Chicago. They're gonna be at Rogers Place on Friday with We Like Cold, and on Saturday they'll be at Two Doors Down in Maryville with
Dirty Doug and Johnny.
It's gonna be that one's gonna be a party night. The one before it's gonna be like rocking.
I mean, Rogers Place and Two Doors Down both party. So
yeah, that's true.
Now you just got two kick-ass live bands both nights to come out and party with. So it's just going to be a great time.
That is true.
Check out those events and all of the other events on our Facebook page under the events tab, or go over to promotionmngt.com. All the events are listed there as well as information about all of our fantastic artists. Links to their music, website, all of that stuff there.
We also do have a new website coming out. It's probably going to be out in a couple weeks.
Going to be doing a 2002 facelift.
Yeah, we are doing a facelift promotion. We're going to have new brochures, new website.
All kinds of stuff launching in the new year.
New things, all kinds of new things. Yeah. So which will be great. It'll be great for the future.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait to share it with you. Until then, I guess be blessed. Be a blessing to others.
Yes.
We can agree. All right. Music from Blake now. Take us away.
Take us out.
Hey, thanks for having me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a choice, did I?
I had to beg.
Now you can hold this over his head.
Oh, I will. I will.
Oh, I will.
This is a song of Thanksgiving. I tried to tell you, darling, tried to tell you through. There's just so much that I can take. You've seen the last of me. After all the hell you put me through, the devil had new plans for you. I just said just to see that you have song. Now
Now it's a long gone, forgotten song, a whisper in the wind. The big one that got away and you won't see me again. It's the last chance you didn't take, a deadline that you'll never make, a life unlivable, unforgivable sin. I promised I'd be dark, I promised I'd be true. Everything that I could take, you seen the last of you. Well, I'm glad I put it forward. Now the fire don't burn no more. I guess that's just the price we'll have to pay. Now it's a long gone, forgotten song, whisper in the wind. The big one that got away, and you won't see me again. It's the last chance you didn't take, a deadline that you'll never make. It's a little unforgivable sin. Now, if you change your mind, dear, and have no need to roam, you'll find there stands a steeple on what used to be our home. There's holy water by the door, the evil spell won't work no more. It's time you sweep the seeds that you have sown. Now it's a long gone, forgotten song, a whisper in the wind. The big one got away and you won't see me again. It's the last chance you didn't take, a deadline that you'll never make, a little unforgivable sin. It's the life unlivable, unforgivable sin.